And we are back once again to Slime Isekai Memories. Alright, so we're continuing the story and currently on chapter 26. Last time in the story, we were fighting off the fake King Brigade that were trying to enact Cliche's plan, and we were able to successfully win because of Shinsha and her brand new form. The other little thing that we've done before this is technically the Dark Mirror of Awakening event. I have no idea if any of that is going to take effect in this part of the story, because in that part, it seems like Shinsha learned how to control her powers better and how she can turn on that transformation. But we'll see if that actually has anything to do in the main story, because they never reference events, which is a real shame. World Inverting Witch. Also, I hear that the story can get quite hard, so I may need to use some of these other teams instead of just elemental teams, but we'll see. I'm still gonna stick with elementals for right now, and if it is super hard, I'll switch over to some of those other teams. Cough! Gasp! I thought I was gonna die! That's it! I'm leaving! I'm not getting myself killed for nothing! Wow! You're alive! Alright, so this is a new background. I'm guessing this is their underground base. I heard there were two awakened demon lords, and you single-handedly took them both down, as expected from our leader. Remember, Lady Cliche always assesses the enemies. That's why I was confident that she'd come back in one piece. I'm trying to remember, did these guys also run away? I could have sworn they were like trying to hold back Rimuru and the others, and they were getting decimated. So they were asking Cliche to leave, so she wouldn't die, but they would die. I have to go back and look at that. That being said, if you see me with my armor all scuffed up like this, I guess it's only natural for you to worry about me going up to the surface. Instead of worrying about me, I want you to send your thoughts to those who have fallen in battle. Yeah, I guess they did lose quite a few soldiers up there, but none of the main people. Also, is this an act that she cares for her people? Actually, no, I think I remember her when the fake Frey or fake Carry-On was in trouble. I don't think she wanted them to die, but probably just doesn't care about the real soldiers. The dwarf squad that was slain by the red ogre. They were priceless comrades. Let's have a moment of silence to pray for their souls. If I had used a barrier, I could have retained their fading souls. But I can't perform spirit resurrection. All I could do was turn them into zombies. It's frustrating. A demon lord would have been able to cast secret art of spirit resurrection. In exchange for 20,000 lives, that is. The annihilation of the Falmouth army and the resurrection of Eldora. They seem to be trying to covertly manipulate information. But back then, I used to live in Serion, so I happened to come across this truth. That's interesting that she mentions Serion, considering we just saw the ruler of that nation. So we kind of know a little bit more about Serion now in Season 3. Since back then we only really knew about... I'm trying to remember what his name was. Like the Chancellor, the Duke, or whatever. And the Princess, or whatever her name is, the adventurer. Veldora went on a rampage, killing everyone, and Rimuru quelled the dragon's wrath. If mere words could calm down a dragon, then this world would be a much easier place to live in. Arrow's report that Rimuru slew 20,000 souls is probably the truth. On top of that, Serion and Tempest joining hands? Ugh. Give me a break. Oh, so this was pretty recent that she was living in Serion. I thought this was like far back. But she was living in Serion like halfway during like Season 2. Like right after Rimuru became a Demon Lord. And Arrow like made the actual full report that Rimuru slayed the 20,000 soldiers. And somehow Cliche was able to get her hands on the report. Probably looking through a mirror or something. Or maybe she's a confidant for the royals. The only way the weak can counter a powerful threat is by banding together. If the threat themselves join forces, what can we possibly do? On top of that, the Emperor, that woman, should know what I interpreted their report as well as the fact that I'm hiding in Serion. And yet, she lets me roam around freely. The Emperor, Empress, I forget what her name is just letting Cliche be there. I say freely, but it's more like we're livestock wandering through a cage. It's the same as always. I've never felt truly free. I'm just being kept alive by the mercy of those more powerful than me. Wow, is Cliche not actually that powerful? Considering that she came back after Isis and was kind of beating her. Is the Emperor or Empress, I don't know, I'm guessing Emperor, really that much more powerful than her? So is Cliche not actually that strong? Because we saw her whooping around Isis. And so Isis was pretty powerful even if she didn't have access to her dragon form at the moment. She seems pretty scared of the Emperor, which is that white-haired elf in the dress that we've already seen, like in the show, and they've already shown their like card in this game and character. So yeah, I'm really confused by Cliche's power level of if she can like fight off the Emperor. Don't you think so, guys? What? How did you know we were here? You can't hide the stench of a mercenary, you know. Which one of the royals hired you? I suppose they want to eliminate me because I discovered what happened at Tempest. Whatever the case, it seems I'm no longer welcomed here. I'm also curious about how the plan is progressing, so I'd better move out. Well, you guys came at the perfect time. I gathered the two of you trained since you're mercenaries, right? If you help me carry my stuff out of this place, I'll spare your lives. How does that sound? Don't take us for fools. We're here to kill you. The only thing we'll be carrying out of here is your corpse. We'll show it to our client and prove that we've completed the job. You mercenaries and your vulgar ways of speaking. It tires me to no end. So, they've been hired to kill me, rather than capture me alive. It seems they have no desire to extract information from me, or have me join some sort of scheme. They simply want my head. In that case, the client probably isn't someone important. I bet they just want to use me as a trophy to win some favor. Must be some petty low-life aristocrat. Well, I suppose my head would command a decent price. After all, I've lived for so long, and not yet aged, just like that emperor. I'm probably descended from a long lineage of elves. Why so tight-lipped? Too scared to talk? Seems like you've lost all that confidence from earlier. Okay, I've got my thoughts together now. You cowards couldn't even attack me while I was drifting off. So this should be very easy. Go on, come at me then. Who are you calling cowards? You're the one who is tongue-tied from fear. We're not so dirty as to attack someone while they're cowering. That's all. You sure have a lot to say for someone who just rudely barged into my house. You know. Besides, you've got it all wrong. I don't mind someone who plays dirty. But cowards? I can't stand them. Let's just hope you're reborn as strong men who can fight dirty. Whoa! What? Where am I? Ugh! Ouch! Who's that? Where are you? It's too dark to see. What's this aura? It's a horde of beasts. Why am I in a place like this? I know I'm the one who gave you all these hallucinations, but seriously, you're too noisy there. Where is this? I'm back? What the? An illusion? If you don't want to see that again, kneel and bow before me. Scrape your forehead on the floor and apologize. Don't be stupid! Stop yapping! There's nothing more annoying than an arrogant idiot who doesn't know when to shut up. Bow down and apologize. Gwah! Is this gravity magic? Damn it! You dared to call me stupid, and yet you continue to make these mindless claims. Gravity magic? Nonsense! I never used such a thing on you. You're lying! Gah! Pat, pat. Then why can't I lift my head up? That's because fear's been etched deep into your psyche. Your body is subconsciously reacting, trying its hardest to never see those scary hallucinations again. Those psychological chains wrapped around your heart are heavy and painful. I'll ask you once again, will you help carry my stuff? If you do so, I'll free you from your nightmares. Well, now she's changing the deal. She's gonna kill them. Always when the villain says, I'll free you from your nightmares, means they're just gonna kill you. I can lift my head! I hate to admit it, but the moment she said that, I'd be free from those nightmares. all the weight of me disappeared. Fine. If it's just moving furniture, then I can do that. Good. I like when people who are obedient. Now, if you don't mind, see those 4 stone tablets propped up against the wall? Grab all of them. Let's take 2 each. Right. What kind of magic has been carved onto it? No, I better not pry. So, where do you want these? Oh, just keep holding on to them. I'll carefully transport you guys to my new place. What? Then why did you do that in the first place? Ciao! Ah ha 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 ha! Oops! My bad! So I guess she didn't even need them in the first place. She just wanted to mess around with them. And being like, yeah, you guys have to carry this huge tablet. And then I'm gonna teleport you to wherever. I meant to carefully transport you guys. But it looks like I carelessly transported you. Oh, what a laugh. Most creatures can't withstand being transported so carelessly. But man, everyone's dying scream sounds pretty much the same. Whether you die by being devoured by a dragon, or you die while being transported carelessly, it's almost the same tone. And yet, why did people start classifying things as catastrophes and disasters when it's all the same? Who cares if it's a catastrophe or a disaster when you're about to die? One would come to terms with their death if it was the result of a natural disaster or an accident. Of course not. All you can do is give up. I'm the same. Everything that could kill me is a catastrophe. I hate the fact that these very catastrophes are the ones running this world at will. So all that's left to do is turn this world upside down. I'll put a lid on all these catastrophes and bury them deep in the ground. That way, I can create an ideal world in these wastelands. One where I can't be killed. Looking back now, our numbers have grown substantially since then. I'm surrounded by beloved followers. But I have no intention of covering things up. I'll kill for a purpose, but also for my own pleasure. There is no good or evil in killing, and those who call me evil are basing it solely on their personal ideals. Today, for the first time, a comrade was killed. The act of killing itself is neither good nor evil. But the perpetrators want to label me as evil so they can justify their acts. How irritating. Despite them being mass murder themselves, these savages pretend to be righteous and get in my way. Are they mass murderers? Like, literally, Rimuru is probably the only one. But he was just getting revenge for Foulmoth being bigoted and racist by slaying monsters. And he was protecting his people from further attacks. So yeah, his thing wasn't good, but it wasn't evil. I can't tolerate this. I'll simply have to take revenge. A revenge that is neither good nor evil. Okay, that's enough. Everyone get back to your post. So she's basically doing what Rimuru did.
Huh?
Yes, ma'am. Ooh. Ouch. Lady Cliche, are you hurt? Thanks to my healing magic, I'm okay. For some reason, I was just reminded of the initial pain. Perhaps I should have said, that hurt, instead of ouch. You make it sound so casual. It's incredible, really. You were surrounded by 2 awakened demon lords and a bunch of Majin, and yet you managed to overcome that situation, with just an ouch nonetheless. But thanks to what I went through, I remembered something. When you're about to die, it doesn't matter who's killing you, or how it's going to be done, because it all feels the same. Oh, maybe that's why. I just remembered about those stone tablets I made back when I hated the thought of dying. Alright, weird. We're just fighting, I guess, the mercenaries that she just threw in the mirror or transported somewhere. Like, damn! They're actually somewhat decent. I may need to... Oh, what is this? They are transforming my own stuff. Changes also... Increases Savol. Hold on. Changes own all to Savol. Divine Protection. Damn, they're really doing this to me. Yeah, and they hit pretty hard. So I may need to use different teams. Ah, man. Kinda sucks right now. How about let's, give him despair. Give him a little something. Yeah, man, I remember the days of using, like, the elements. And now it really is all about using, like, the new teams. Man, sometimes I just blank out on the names. Increase space and wind attributes skill gauges. Decrease all target synergy resistance. Maybe. Increase exalted champions. Primordial demon. Just finish off one of them at the very least. Alright, so unfortunately the game crashed. So yeah, we have to see that animation again. But at least it's a very nice animation. Never ending hell. Defense down. Alright. Very cute animation. I hardly ever use this team, so it's not all the time that I get to see their stuff. Let's see. Anything else I can do? Okay, well, at least it gives them a boost. And... just hit him with all those. Yeah, this is the first time seeing her super attack since most of the content that I played with them, I have not seen Violet's super attack. Yeah, and I did not remember Albedo's super either. Damn, quite a bit of animations. I just want to see, does this work in the way? I was just trying to make sure that it worked in the way that I thought it did. But yeah, I think you mostly need hers to have Soul of Divine Protection. We're almost done, and we didn't lose anyone. Thank goodness. Whoa. Alright, that battle was kind of difficult, but I mean, it's harder than it used to. Even just basic enemies like this. Into the bowels of the underground city. It's up ahead. Oh yeah, I forgot that Rimuru and them already figured out where Cliche was. I don't remember if they were searching the mirrors around and were able to find it there, or if they just got a tip on where this location was from some of the other kingdoms or some other information method like Soy. But up ahead is... Why have we come here again? Last time we were here, we felt a strange presence, right? That's right. How strange. We haven't encountered any enemies since those soldiers. Didn't it feel like there were a lot more around? I can vaguely feel their presence. But what's this other strange feeling? It's like they're close, but at the same time, really far away. Where are they hiding? The reason I could feel their presence so close was because our position and the enemy's position were at close coordinates on the map. The reason their presence also felt distant was probably because they were much further below the ground than we were. This spot is where I felt their presence the most, so digging here would probably lead us to their hideout. I'll do some excavating with Beelzebub, but... Oops! It looks like we'll end up digging right through your old turf. Are you alright with that, Isis? Honestly, at this point, I only think of it as some old ruins. Feel free to dig at it. Great! I've got permission from a former inhabitant. Let's do this! Beelzebub! Whoa, whoa. It goes even further down? It's too dark to see anything now. Answer. Measure depth from the surface. 14 kilometers. 16 kilometers. Devoured a part of the bedrock. 23 kilometers. 27 kilometers. How deep does it go? Wait, this is way lower than I'd imagined. It's even gone beyond the bedrock. 36 kilometers. 42 kilometers. The target has been fully devoured. Tunnel successfully connected to the enemy's headquarters. Finally! Okay, I'll do a bit of digging on my own for now. Are you sure? I'm a little worried. It's an unfathomably deep hole. Is this the most people we've ever seen on screen? And damn, he's brought a lot of people with him. I thought it was just gonna be a few people like Isis, Shinsha, Rimuru, and maybe Benimaru and Shion. But he's brought almost all the executives. I'm trying to think, they're still in that weird place between Season 2 and Season 3, where I don't think Diablo's back yet, so he's not helping with this. So yeah, he's got most of the executives here. Don't worry about me. Once I reach the enemy's hideout, I'll transport everyone there. It'll probably take a while since it's pretty deep, so just wait for me. Right. Certainly. Please, be careful. The sunlight's barely reaching now. It's so dark that I have no idea how far down I've gone. I want to descend carefully, but it would be much faster if I just dropped down. If there aren't any traps. All hands! Activate transport technique! Yes, ma'am! Whoa! What the? Answer. It seems that a large amount of blades have been transported. They're all unfinished weapons, but the blades have been imbued with the same effects as the swords wielded by the previous armored reinforcements. I can only imagine the abuse that the dwarves have had to endure. Papa! Are you alright? I don't know why it says I, Papa. I guess someone forgot to take out that I whenever they were translating this, or just accidentally left it in. I'm fine. I was just startled, that's all. But you must be hurt. You've lost a ton of magicules. I know, but I'm just gonna ram through this. Also, it is kinda cool to see Isis concerned for Rimuru. Like, genuine concerned. Like, not just as my ally, or we need this alliance to work. She's like, you must be hurt, so you should come up here if you need it. Transport the second batch of blades. The leftover blades applied with basic techniques. Coordinates set to the giant hole that was opened up. Blast away like there's no tomorrow. Yes, ma'am. Ouch! Are they throwing knives and forks? I guess they don't care what blades they use, as long as it's been applied with the effect. Why would they apply effects to something like cutlery? Answer. I assume they must have had dwarves working on them with battles like this in mind. So Cliche's army is ready for anything. They're ready to use anything as a weapon to try and fight. So if they're caught off guard, they can just pull out their cutlery and attack the enemy, and that will be just as effective as their swords, their spears, or any other weapon. Just how prepared are these guys? What is this weird sensation? It doesn't hurt, but I feel like I'm being squeezed. Affirmative. The deeper you go, the stronger the pressure becomes. You won't be hurt in your current state, but most life forms would likely perish before reaching the end of the hole. Whoa! I better be careful when I transport everyone later. This place is huge! This ain't no hideout! It's a nation! Alright. Well, that's where we'll leave it for now. So, yeah, Rimuru has finally made it to their underground city and is about to battle Cliche and her army with at least his executives and some of the other people. Because I remember Eurazania swearing the 3 Beastketeers or Beastketeers. So they're also going to be in this battle. And I don't know who else is also going to join. But yeah, that's going to be exciting for next time. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying Slime Isekai Memories. And if you guys have been enjoying, please make sure to follow me on all my social medias like my Twitter, my Twitch, my YouTube, my D-Live, my TikTok, Kick, Rumble, Odyssey, and Dailymotion. Make sure to check out my second YouTube channel, and like and comment on all my videos, and even join my Discord. There you can stay up to date with everything I choose to do, where my streams, videos, or anything else. But yeah, I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.